like you had your mental like space like more foundational.
You still believe that?
No.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Melanin.
And I'm Beleaf Mel.
And we're here with episode 104 of
How Married Are You? Okay, my name Beleaf, this is Yvette, and we've been married
10 years.
I'm so sorry. I gotta get it together. We've been married 10 years.
I'm not editing that out. I want everybody to know he don't know how long we've been married.
I just like the song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's muscle memory in my tongue now.
Yeah, but they're both one syllable, so it's not like you're changing the whole thing. Okay. Let's get back to it.
I want you to keep that same energy, okay? Because you're going to mess up. And I'm going to be waiting for it.
Go.
My name Beleaf, this is Yvette, and we've been married 10 years. Live in California, got four kids. Relationships are scary and it's very necessary that we share all of our struggles and we ask how married are every Tuesday and Thursday, shawty. If you're listening, you're in the wedding party. Sometimes deep, sometimes lighthearted. I don't know what else to say, so it's time to get it started.
It's chocolate baby story time.
Chocolate baby story time.
It's chocolate baby story time.
1, 2, 3, and
it's chocolate baby story time.
Oh shoot!
You said one. You said
no. I just remembered I need to be sending
those books.
Okay, I have a chocolate baby story time, and it is where Ryabo once again plays me in my parenting. So the other day, I overheard a conversation between the kids, and they were doing something they shouldn't have been doing. And Anaya says, guys, mom's gonna pop us. And Raya responds, she hasn't popped us in a long time. And I'm like, I just be giving out empty threats, and Raya is catching on. So I'm gonna have to have a little bit more follow through in my parenting. But yeah, y'all.
Yeah. I got a good one.
But at least I know Anaya is afraid. Like, you know, I mean, not that I want her to be afraid. That's not the goal.
Afraid.
She's not afraid.
She is not afraid at all.
Nobody is.
So, did I tell them the story when I came home from the gym when Lexi was here?
I don't
In
think
the
so.
lizard?
Oh my gosh,
okay.
No.
So, boom, right? So, I have to go to the office to go to a meeting. Mm-hmm. But to work. But I just come from the gym and I'm kind of smelly. I'm like, man, I should go to the house and shower. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna just go to the office. And I was like, nah, we got a new employee. I'm gonna go to the house and shower. You know what I'm saying? And just do that service. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I go to the house and shower. I open up the garage door and the kids rush out in the garage. And they were just screaming. And I'm like, hold on. What are you talking about? And then they're like, a lizard is in the house. And then Lexi, the nanny's like, it's a lizard in the house. And I'm like, first of all, one thing about Lexi, she's amazing, out of this world, talented. But when it comes,
everyone has their kryptonite.
Yeah, everyone has their kryptonite. And when it comes to insects, bugs, any type of rodents, reptiles, and anything like that, Lexi is gone. She don't work here no more. She is gone. Okay. Now she told us, hey, I'm scared of spiders. Right? She said, hey, I'm scared of spiders. And I said, okay, that's no problem, Lexi. Well, a lot of people are scared of spiders, but now I just know that it's anything small, anything small with legs, she's out of there.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway,
yeah.
So we get to the point where I step into the house and I'm like, where is it? Where is it? And it's like crawling on the screen door.
But okay, go ahead.
So I'm like, oh shoot, okay, cool. So I go back in the garage and grab my gloves. Theo has a bat, like he has some type of sword ready to like arm himself, and Raya's just freaking out. He's like, and Anaya's just all the way in the back, and Lexi's just holding on to Uzi. So then I'm like, Lexi, get the camera, like hold my phone. So I go over to the screen door. I like reach for the lizard. It jumps down on the floor. It's crawling like really fast, running. I'm moving furniture out the way to try to get it. I'm chasing it around. Now I look stupid, y'all. I look real stupid. But Lexi, she's got the camera work. She's doing her thing. I finally get the lizard after it got all the way over to the kitchen, grabbed it by its tail.
Oh my God.
Picked it up. The thing's tail detaches.
Y'all, so I'm not here for any of this. But Glenn gets back to the office where I am.
Let me finish the story, man.
But babe, I just want to tell him, this is a point in the scene that I lost it. I was just like, oh,
the tail,
he had it in his hand and it detached and the lizard landed on my kitchen table, y'all.
Yeah, it was like clack, ran off and hopped off and I was like, so I had to drop the tail and chase after the lizard. The tail was still moving.
Shut up.
Yes, still moving. So I run out of the garage. Right, I run out into the garage, like through the outside and try to throw the lizard. And you can see me trying to shake it off my hand because I have it, right? And then I run back inside to grab the tail. It's all bloody and stuff like that. So I had to pick up the tail. It was still moving. I threw it. There were some guys working at the house.
Oh my goodness. This is the part that really tripped me out.
So they were working at the house and I'm like, oh man, and I throw the tail and the guy was like, hey man, a lizard had crawled into your house earlier.
He just said it casually.
And I was like, yeah, man, I just got it out of here.
But the
he was
thing
like,
is,
yeah,
like,
man, I ain't really know what to say.
No, you knock on the door and you say, hey, a lizard just crawled into your house.
Yeah, man, that lizard was big too. So anyway, the kids were freaking out. By the time I got the lizard out there, so when the tail detached, everybody went crazy. The kids ran upstairs. Lexi ran upstairs. Lexi left Uzi on the floor. You see the camera. I'm gonna post this on Patreon. You see the camera, like, cause she had the camera in her hand. She just goes, ah! You see the camera go up and down, and I'm like, Lexi, the baby, while I'm trying to get the lizard. I finally get it out of there, and the kids were putting on their mask, their Black Panther mask, talking about they thought I was gonna need help. And that is my chocolate baby story time, guys.
Oh man, that was a crazy story. I honestly just wonder how it would have played out if you hadn't come home. Yeah. Like, I wonder how Lexi would have handled herself. I'm sure she would have handled herself, but yeah.
Yeah,
she is wonderful, but
she looked like she was ready to, like, yeah, I'm out.
She's like, I quit.
Yes.
Today.
She looked like if that was the only option, she would have packed all the kids up in the car and left. Like, if we
pulled in me and John.
Yeah, and just left. Mm-hmm. And then been like, hey, it's a lizard at the house. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Yep.
Except she wouldn't have had car seats.
Okay, so today is Thursday. We are going to talk about Black Love Doc on OWN TV. We are in the new season, and the first episode was very, very interesting. Okay, now before we go into this, I want to make sure I got my couples' names right. You know what I'm saying? Because
you can go to their website and it has meet the couples.
Yeah, because it is a very awesome show. We're really excited that we are a part of it. But you guys were kind of roasting me on Twitter. They was roasting me, y'all. They was talking about how they like, oh, T-Pain in this new episode. Man, I do look like T-Pain. I can't deny it. T-Pain, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, chocolate with the cheeks. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. But yeah. I want to talk about some questions that we got hit up about on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And so we told our little story or whatever. Mm-hmm. And one of the girls was like, I had mentioned that, like, hey, like, I took Yvette on our first date. We went to Starbucks and all I had was a gift card. And it had $5 on it. And I don't think it was supposed to be a date, but it was kind of like a date, I think.
Like, I didn't expect for him to pay for my Starbucks.
And I wish I would have known that because that's literally all I had. So, like, I got me a water and she got a small whatever she ordered. You know what I'm saying? And somebody on Twitter was like, why would a man, like, ask a girl out on a date if he only has $5? Like, and it just made me think, like valid. That's a really good point. You know what I'm saying? One, I didn't realize, but I'm kind of like I guess I'm kind of like in the gentleman stage, right? I was in that season where I was just kind of like, could be a potential date. I might be dating right now. You know what I'm saying? So let me just go ahead and do what I can do, which is put this $5 down. But I feel like, I don't know. She made it seem like it was dusty of me. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly feel like, you know, like it was kind of all I had. You know what I'm saying?
It was an investment.
It wasn't an investment, but I would say like it wasn't like.
Scared money don't make money.
Well, I mean, I'll put it to you like this. Some people are like in it for the experience of the dating, and I was not. You know what I'm saying? Like I was down to pay for what I could. You know how many times I swiped my card in fear? Like I lived a full 15 years. No.
That's a
maybe
long
10.
time.
Maybe like 10 years. Yeah. A solid 10 years from like 19 to 29. We had some
You were
years.
still married with me.
Yeah, I swiped my card in fear.
What?
That I ain't had the money to pay for whatever he was trying to pay for. We hit the decline a couple times, but right when we went around Theo.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know, but I know that we've had some cards, some overdrafts.
Yeah,
sure.
The overdraft fees. So here's a question: would you advise a girl to go out on a date with a guy if he only could pay for her drink, like one drink?
If he could only pay
for a cup of coffee.
Whoa. I don't know, man. I've never been that woman. Like, I've never been that person who's like in that time frame when I was dating you, my only expectation was that I would be able to take care of myself in that way. Mm-hmm. It wasn't necessary. I never thought of being in a relationship with a man as, hey, like he's going to take care of me.
Yeah. Like
I always knew I was going to be able to provide and take care of myself. Mm-hmm. However, as I think about my daughter, Anaya, and like, if I knew she was in a relationship with a guy who could only afford like a $5 drink from Starbucks or a $5 drink period, would I advise her to go on a date with that guy? I would definitely just, want to know what's going on. Like, is he in school? Is he a struggling college student? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I would want to know, like, hey, what is the plan to be able to afford more? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Totally. We know Anaya's paid.
Yeah, she's taking care of.
Anaya's good.
Yeah, but I'm still saying, like, that young man he better be having a lot more going on for himself.
I just really wish, I just don't understand how this worked out.
Me either. It's so bizarre. Like,
okay, so we put out a very special episode of Beleaf in Fatherhood yesterday. Mm-hmm. Yesterday. And I've been like looking for footage and going through old footage and like stuff we've never even seen before. I've been going through and like looking at the old footage and like looking at how you and I were looking at each other or how we were, and we just looked so unsure and so like just like nervous. Like now that I know you, I know those looks. And I'm like, free my homegirl.
Did I look? I want to see, man.
It looks bad, babe.
Does it?
Just like, oh, please save her. Someone help her. That is my friend. And I'm looking at me like, you dumb. What was your plan, dog? I'm looking at footage of me asking you to marry me. And I was so confident in nothing. Oh my goodness. It was rough. It was cringy. Like the first time I saw the full footage is when I watched it with you upstairs just now. Like I hadn't even seen it. I literally just was like,
dropped it in?
I dropped it in because I couldn't watch it. It made my skin crawl.
What?
Ugh. Yeah, man.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that if a man knows he only has $5 to buy a woman a drink, that he shouldn't even shoot his shot?
Nah, I'm not saying that.
What are you saying? Because you sound disgusted with yourself now.
I am disgusted with myself.
But why?
Because I understand risk and I understand being brave and courageous. And like, what were you standing on, young man? Like, what were you? I don't know what that man was thinking. I'm glad he made the moves and the decisions that he made. I mean, but the young man is a hustler. Like, that kid was a hustler. Like, fam, I'm eating bread. You know what I ate?
Yeah, I think we told this story. He used to carry around a loaf of bread, peanut butter, and honey in his trunk just so he could eat.
Just so I could, like,
and this is the man that, and he knowingly told me this.
Yeah, man, like.
So what is wrong hungry? With me?
I don't know. But it's not all about money. Like, we really had a good time together. Do you know that?
We actually probably had more fun together then.
Oh, absolutely. Then now?
I mean, we got to be more adventurous, go on bike rides, work out together, play tennis, go hiking.
Without have to think about
we did all the things that didn't cost money.
Yeah.
We didn't even really eat. I don't remember us going to restaurants, and that's all I want to do now is like be a pretend foodie.
Yeah, it's really annoying. But like we would like make food and take it to the park and eat it. Remember those nasty quesadillas I made you with the wheat tortillas? Ugh. You ate them things too.
And then all of a sudden when we got married, you could like cook. You're a little bit more adventurous. Maybe it's because you could afford groceries. I don't know.
I don't know. I think I just was watching the Food Channel. Like I was literally home all day. I was like going to school and working like this. I don't know what was happening there with me. But I'm glad that I still did something even when I didn't know what to do. And I had talent, but I had no risk. That's the crazy thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't lose your thought.
I'm going to write it down.
But I want to say there's something about being talented but not brave enough to take a risk that like it doesn't even matter if you're good or not. Because if you're not willing to put skin in the game and like hustle and drive and risk, like what does it even matter? You're just out here talented. You're just nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, that was very nice. Back to someone who's willing to risk it all. Anyway, go ahead.
So earlier you made a statement that made me in my head think, okay, well, how are you differentiating risk and bravery? It seemed like you were kind of drawing a line between the two. What's
brave to take a risk?
Okay.
You know, and I think that what I did there was risky, but what I'm looking at everybody else in the room like, why did y'all allow this to happen? Like, I think that everybody was kind of nervous.
I don't know. That's true. It would be interesting to go back and take an inventory.
Yeah.
I know that my parents were confident because, you know, Ann Givens, you know, she would have said something if she weren't. And my mom never spoke any element of doubt into my spirit. Ever about you. Never.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
You know that she would. Mm-hmm. And my dad, he didn't say nothing negative about you. So those are really the only two people I needed to have my back.
That's actually very impressive.
You know what I'm saying? Did
yeah.
somebody speak poorly about me?
No. You had it all together. Can I talk about you want?
Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna change the subject a little bit.
Oh, what?
Okay, to another comment that was made, but it kind of segues into.
Okay.
So I said in the Black Love doc, They were like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
attracted you to each other? And Yvette goes, oh, he's just so chocolate in the way he walks. And it's just his cheeks. Just, and I was just like, she was very sturdy.
Yeah.
And
He said that I forgot he said that. I'm watching the episode and I'm like, sturdy? What you talking about?
what do you think I meant?
You meant sturdy.
What does that mean to you?
Like a safe choice. Not that you were attracted to me, but that you were sturdy.
Okay. Can I explain to you?
I don't know if I'm ready, y'all. Go ahead, try.
No, I'm not trying to like persuade you because I'm very like committed to my choice of words there.
Dang.
I'm not trying to persuade to you that was the right thing to say, but I understand how bad it sounds. But
But you know what? In my head right now, I'm like, Yvette, you are good stuff. You're more than sturdy. You're cute. You're
Babe,
this. You're that.
it had nothing. So that's the thing. It's like there was like, of course you're beautiful. Like there wasn't that, but that wasn't what initially attracted me to you, because I had met people who I was attracted to. But can you not?
I'm having a really hard time. I still am offended by that statement.
I'm so sorry.
For a woman to be like, for someone to ask, hey, what attracted you to that person? And you say, oh, they were sturdy. It's like, what? A chair is sturdy. You gonna marry a chair? You gonna marry a table?
No. But what I am saying is that, first of all, let's come to terms here. Initially, you were not attracted to anything about my looks. Let's remember that. So when you said, hey, what attracted you about him, right? Nothing. That was the answer. You like light-skinned dudes. I was dark-skinned. You like tall dudes. I was short. How tall are you? 4'11". Does it matter how tall anybody is? You were not attracted to me in the beginning. So when you said that, I was like, she lying. But when I said you were sturdy, it was because after I got to know you, I'm like, yo, she is like good people. And it was rare for me to meet someone who was mentally cool. Like you had your mental like space like more foundational.
You still believe that?
No.
I knew he was gonna say that. He's like, you tricked me. You ain't so sturdy now. I'm so sorry.
It is hot. Man, it's hot. It is hot.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to laugh like that, but I just know I'm crazy.
No.
I'm not as sturdy as he thought.
Now I feel like, but this is the thing, like there was,
Oh man.
but you gotta understand like where I come from, like what I've seen, my standard of woman, right? The people I grew up with or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it was very rare for me to see someone who was like even keel and like wasn't so much about whether I had $5 or not. Like you did not care. And that was super attractive to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't feel like I had to be, or I didn't have to front or lie to you to persuade you to like me. Like you just gave me a shot. And that was very like, that was so much for me. That mattered more to me than, you know, anything else really. You know what I'm saying? So it was like no doubt that I was attracted to you. I'm the one that pursued you. Let's remember that. You know what I mean? Like I'm the one that was like, yo, what's up with that MySpace? You know what I'm saying? But so there's no doubt that I was attracted to you, but like to see that you were like not pretentious or that pretentious. You know what I'm saying?
You just all over it tonight.
Well, I know you now. I'm 10 years in now. I got some perspective here. So what attracted to me? What was like the thing that was kind of like, oh, I need her. Like, I think that she would be like a good mom, a good wife, like somebody who, like, I could really grow a foundation with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was you. That was it. That was most important, because there were a lot of people who I was kind of like, yeah, but she off. You know what I mean? And I don't, I still think that you right now, even to this day, like, even when we argue, it's successful to me. Like, I don't feel like I'm wasting my time by fighting my battles with you.
Dang it, I think that's Uzi.
Where is he?
In the crib. I'm trying to look.
Sorry, guys. Baby is here, and we got to be parents. And yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like we've talked about this before in the podcast about like what it was about you that made me confident that it was like okay to even meet you at the altar. And I still just believe it was God. Like, I stand flat-footed and like confident that that's all it was. Like, yeah, you definitely had a hustle about you, but I think that I even, like I said this before, like I saw how you were with those young men when you were leading this group, and just all of it. It was just like, you are just a good, solid man. And all the other things, I just knew that the Lord was going to kind of figure it out.
Yeah, it comes with growing. It comes with maturity.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in your mind. I believe this. I can say this confidently, that I'm going to try to take advantage of someone. Do you believe that I'm going to ever try to take advantage of anybody? Right. Or like that I would be, like, I would try to directly go against something that I know God has told me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that right there is something that's
tangible that you can hold on to.
Well, not only that, it's hard to teach that. You know what I'm saying? So that like foundation is so sturdy. Like, we could sit some stuff on this, and no matter what it is, we can still survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that was what I was saying. I know that was like the worst way to say it, but that is what I was kind of saying. Babe, how married are you? I know it's early, guys. I'm so sorry this is a short episode, but it's good. It's got some gems in there. Watch the Black Love doc.
Yes, please
keep watching it on TV. It's really, really dope, and we are on there, and you're getting some gems you've never heard. You're gonna actually find out how many times a week we try to have sex.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, guys. This is rosé. I'm sipping here. So
that Black Love gave us
black on rosé, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. Ask me again, babe. I had one earlier.
You can ask me.
Babe, how married are you?
I'm so married that I fought through it when you woke me up at 5:30 in the morning to clean the house so the people can come and clean the house.
Okay, I just want to know in the comments below, will y'all let us know? Because here was my whole point. Like, I wanted them to do the deep cleaning, so I didn't want them to have to sift through all the other stuff in order to get to like dusting the fans and cleaning the thingy-majigs and all the things. Y'all do that too, right? When you have somebody come clean your house?
I definitely was like, yeah, of course, why not? That's what they were saying to me. Yeah, you got to straighten up so they can clean the actual stuff you want them to clean.
You said something to them?
No, to the people on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, I didn't do
That's why they aren't returning my calls.
All right, babe. Babe, how married are you?
I'm so married that yesterday when I was on my way to run an errand, I knew I was going to grab myself something to eat on the way back, and I knew you didn't have transportation to go get yourself something to eat. So I was like, hey, babe, you want me to grab you something? And he said, yeah. And yeah.
All right. That works. All right.
And that's just how married we are.